Hi there and thanks for clicking on this video, guys. Today we are going to treat a little bit more about Mafia 3, and furthermore we are also going to cover a comparison at the same time, the same thing that we used to do in the past. And what is the comparison between today? Well, of course, of our two favorite games coming out in October. We are talking about Battlefield 1 and Mafia 3. In this comparison, you will find which game is better or more interesting to buy, in my opinion, in October. So Mafia 3 versus Battlefield 1. This is definitely a massive duel. But let's start straight away for the graphic lovers, talking about graphics. So you can see from the trailer, Mafia 3 looks stunning, but being it an open world, it demands more resources, which could therefore be less implemented inside the graphics compared. So Battlefield 1, as you can see, wins over Mafia 3 for graphics. The graphics of Battlefield 1 are simply unbelievable. For example, the particular effects for the explosions of the dust, of the dunes exploding and so on, they look simply ultra realistic and very stunning. So in graphics, Battlefield 1 wins. Let's talk about the plot instead. The plot of Battlefield 1 is supposed to be amazing. Now DC has been working a lot on their storyline and so on, but still, surely the plot will never be as developed and as long as the Mafia 3 one. So, as a storyline point of view, Mafia 3 surely wins the second point. Let's talk then about the single player. Single player surely gives straight away a point to Mafia 3 because it will grant you hours and hours of campaign mode. From the other hand, Battlefield 1 wins also straight away a point for the multiplayer, which Mafia 3 doesn't have. Let's talk about the gameplay then. Well, the gameplay, which one has more variety and so on? The variety surely goes to Mafia 3, because being it a free world game, you will have a lot of things to do more than Battlefield 1. In Battlefield 1, the only thing you will be able to do basically is war, playing multiplayer with the others, shooting and so on. While in Mafia 3 you will have a big variety of the game. You can do stealth takedowns, there will be secondary missions and all the things that are included in an open world. This gives surely a point to Mafia 3. But let's talk about then about the length that the game will have. So Mafia 3 is supposed to have a lot of hours of single player with secondary missions and so on. But we know that even if the formula of the FPSs is simpler than the one of the open world ones, usually they tend to attract their users for more time. So in case you buy any one of them, surely if you like the multiplayer, of course, and this is relative because if you don't like the multiplayer, this point does not count. But if you love the multiplayer, surely you would spend a lot more hours in Battlefield 1 than in Mafia 3. So this would give automatically a point to Battlefield 1, and the points will still be free. But both the games also have vehicles, and Mafia 3 especially specialize in cars and boats, while in Battlefield 1 you will have a lot more vehicles to drive. If not for cars, you will have tanks, airships, motorbikes, horses, and more and more. So the variety is more, but the quantity of vehicles will be less. But for sure, the one which will give more satisfaction driving it, those ones are in Mafia 3. So if you are a driver lover, in Mafia 3 there is everything you need to have to enjoy more the game. And this gives the last point to Mafia 3. So generally, Mafia 3 is a better purchase just because it's a more complete one. It's a complex game with more stuff to do, is more interesting, it's not always the same things that gets boring after a bit. Because the multiplayer is great. You have the perks, in the multiplayer you can advance of level or so on. But if we want to talk of the game, about how complex it is and how good it is, surely Mafia 3 in this case wins the competition. Well, this was the end of the video. I hope you agree with me. If not, leave a comment below and let me know why. And in case you do, also leave a comment. Let me know your opinion, basically. Leave a like if you agree with me. A dislike if you disagree. And well, subscribe for more comparison, because we are going to compare now Mafia 3 to more games until it is definitely released. Suggest the comparison below, and I'll see you in the next videos then. Cheers!